Hello everybody, I am Moldy, and this is Elden Ring once again. And I don't plan on hitting Stormveil Castle just yet. Also, I went off camera and I got myself a staff. Now I can cast spells and stuff. That will be useful with this character being a magic knight sort of guy and all. Also, there is a particular thing for my weapon that I want to grab before I go forgetting again. I intended to go get this in the last episode, but my big stupid brain didn't hold on to that information. Anywho, the thing I want will put a different skill on my sword as well as make it do magic damage. And I just need to get to where it is. It ain't too far away from here, though. There'll be a site of grace up here, and then I just gotta make my way down to the beach at the base of the cliff. And then there will be a dude down there in need of a stabbing, and he will drop what I am after. And that site of grace should be right there. Yeah. We'll do this, and then there's a handful of bosses that I want to go after. That will get me nice and beefy for when I go through the castle. And then Godric is gonna get his ass whooped. Seriously, I think Margit is actually tougher than Godric. Okay, good, I'm in close enough. There we go. Yep, and there's the dude I need to kill. Look at you, all big and white. And, yep, there you go, doing... Ow. Well, this is off to a great start. And come on, bitch, you just got parried. That's what happens when you go being all aggressive and such. You ain't got... Well, you got that... you got a sword in my chest is what you got. There's magic coming out of you. And let's not get hit by that. And you usually follow that move up with the stabby grabby. But it don't matter because you're dead. Ash of War, Gravitas. And once I go stick that inside of my sword, I'll be able to do that thing he was doing where he stabs the ground and then it pulls you in. That's what Gravitas does. It's very effective against flying enemies as it knocks them to the ground instantly. And if you can position yourself just right, you can use it to yank people into... like over the edges of cliffs and such. There we go. I now have a magic sword that I can do this with. Yeah. That is nice. And now on to do some dungeons. There is one that is very close by that I will happen to find a number of smithing stones inside of. That will make me sword even better. And then there's this asshole. Haha, stupid. Now you die. Now, there should be a dragon here, but if I don't get too close to that fire over there, I don't think he'll be showing up. Okay, yeah, I think I just skirted around his trigger. Yeah, I'd definitely be seeing him by now if I had activated him. But this is where I've been trying to get to. This place right here, these tunnels, you can clearly see where some of these caves are on the map, and yeah, there's one right there, down here. And I'm about to sneeze. Now that that's out of the way, into the tunnels we go, and there's gonna be some dudes in here with some stone skin. And as you can imagine, that means bladed weapons ain't so good against them. Like this dude right here. Well, that was a bad example of what I was trying to show because I just stabbed him in the spine. But you'll see with that dude there with the backpack. See, it bounced right off of him, but if you two-hand your sword, ow, if you two-hand your sword, it don't go bouncing off of him. And the only reason I'm actually dealing a decent amount of damage to them is because I made the sword all magic-y and such. That is a very good reason for doing this, and I had completely forgotten about that particular aspect of what I was doing before I even came here. So yay! My stupidity works out well for me, even though that wasn't a very stupid move on my part. I just weren't remembering so good. Now let's stick to two-handing this bad boy. Oh look, rats. That's just fine. Come get some, you ratty little bastards. And bam! And I just remembered I have the ability to cast spells now. I always forget about these things I can do. And it would be very nice if I had some sort of light source on me, because some of these caves are dark. You've already seen a few dark spots in this little tunnel here. But it hasn't been so bad. I don't think I picked up a torch at all, did I? No, I did not. Did I happen to grab... No, I didn't. Some merchants sell a little lantern that you can clip to your belt, and it helps you see in the dark without having to occupy one of your hands holding a torch. It's very nice to have, but have it I do not. And that tunnel right there is where I should have gone. Actually, I think that tunnel back that I saw on the way down is actually the way I'm supposed to go, which means this would lead to an unnecessary path where I may find some treasures and such. And look, there's dog in there. And you probably ain't alone, are ya? Well, guess what? Here's a glintstone arc for ya. Okay, it was just the dog. I tested out a couple of these, well, the only two spells I have after I grabbed that staff, and I realized the glintstone arc is great for dealing with crowds. Okay, I can't land a damn hit on you. Alright, that's good. Now then, have a taste of me glintstone stars, would ya? Aw, why you gotta go surviving? That's just rude. But anyway, the glintstone arc, it goes forward in like a wide line, and it passes through enemies and hits the guys behind them. It's great if you can funnel dudes into a narrow choke point, and then you just hit them all at once. And yeah, this ain't no illusory wall. We ain't gonna be running into any of those just yet. Now let's go and jump into that tunnel that I'm supposed to jump into. Yes, that will take us to another chamber that should lead me to the boss of this dungeon if I remember correctly, and that door should be right behind me. I was facing the wrong way. There it is. That's the one that I wanted to land on. Now, which of you silly billies want to get stabbed? I guess this guy does, since he's showing me his ass. And give me all your stuff. And now you stop that. Oh, you're spitting fire on me. I don't allow things like that, sir. Now this is a glintstone strap. I'm just gonna hold on to it. Might stick it inside me ass later. That's where those things belong. They clean out your colon real good. And that's the way I came from. Now, who else in here? You are the one in here. Ow. Why you gotta go all punchy like that? That's not nice. You stop at the fire. No. No fire out of you. Of course, you gotta get one little lantern whack off on me. I said lantern whack. That ain't the way you say it. It's supposed to be lantern whack. He whacked me with the lantern. He didn't whack me with his other thing. What other thing might he have whacked me with? I don't know. He's only got the one thing that he could possibly whack me with. And yet he whacked me with something other than his lantern. Which can only mean that he is a nasty little man. Anywho, there's the boss room right there. So we'll just step in there, fire off a few spells, and then go in and hit him with me sword. Also, the boss here's got stone skin too, just like those miners we were murdering. For you see, this is the Stone Digger Troll. Yeah, try digging these glint stones out of your face, you asshole. Yeah, look at you, clutching your face like a little bitch. Oh, look at you, you fucking tumble down, and now I'm gonna stab you in the eye. There you go. Now you want more magic in your face? Well, that's too bad, that's what you're getting. I am out of the magic juice. That's great. Don't have enough to go cast in the fucking... Ow. Yeah, I don't have enough magic in me for the glintstone arc. Slam that thing, and I'm gonna chop your ankles. Yep. Okay, here you go. Oh, why you gotta be so far away? Don't be doing me like that, mister. Yeet. Now, there you go. A quick little cut to the thigh, and down you fall, and I got me a roar medallion. And I don't think that's gonna be any use to me at all. Enhances roar and breath attacks. I don't have any roar and or breath attacks. But I do now have a hefty sack full of smithing stones with which to upgrade my stuff. Well, that's all the upgrading I can do to this sword for the time being. Now I need smithing stone too. God, I hate the way they indicate the level of the smithing stone. In Dark Souls, there was Titanite that you upgraded your stuff with. You had your Titanite shards, the smallest ones, and then it stepped up to large Titanite shards, and then chunks, and then the slab. But here, the way it's written out there, it has you, like the way it is, there's smithing stone, the level of it, and then it shows you the quantity of it. Smithing stone level 2 for the sword, and now this one needs level 1 smithing stones. It can be a little confusing at first, but once you figure it out, well, you got it figured out. That's all there is to it. Now then, got my sword beefed up, got my staff a little bit better. I'm gonna pump a little bit of levels into my face. There we go. That's all I can do for now. And there's a particular thing I want to do in here before I go anywhere else. And this dude is probably going to be a pain in the ass. Any second now. There he is. Mad Tongue Albridge. Yeah, you go ahead and waste your time bowing. I'm gonna stab you in the spine. Now, if this guy was a player, I wouldn't show him such disrespect. I'd have bowed back and then fought honorably one-on-one, because I ain't a smelly little prick. Now, come on, don't you go hiding in your mist over there. What you got, mister? You gonna get a... Okay. Trading blows here. That's fine. Yeah, spray your mist at me. Don't you go doing that. I'ma do one of these. Chop you in the dick. Yep. Yeah, you're spraying your mist about. Take that. And I don't want to take the chance of trying to parry you, because I'm worried you're going to do that particular move, which I always try to parry too soon. Now let's try to not get hit at all while I got this frostbite going. I'm pretty sure that knocks down my defense. Yep, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, you got spells, I got spells. Yeah, you also got your juice, but you only get one drink of it, mad tongue boy. Now how mad is that tongue? Tell me. That's what I wanna know about you. How mad do that tongue be? Oh! What you standing back there for, you cowardly little scythe-wielding prick? Yeah, you can spray your mist around, but is it gonna help you? Probably not. Now let's get some choppies all up inside of ya. There you go, step right into me sword. That's right, try to drink from your empty bottle. And now while you do that, I'ma do this. Stupid, you got some glintstone stuck in ya. That stuff don't feel too good now, do it? Trust me, I would know. I have been hit with some of it. And I ain't got no magic left in me, but now I do. I can go casting more spells. Have me stars, you little bitch. I am noticing you are pretty resistant to my magic attacks. Either that or my magic attacks just ain't all that good. The sword is doing just fine. Yeah, and you need to stop doing that. Yeah, I'd be spamming things at you too if I had rapid fire spells I could use. But I don't. I only got those glintstone stars and the arc for the time being. Yeah, you do that, I'ma do this. More magic coming at you. There you go, bitch. Ow. Well, ain't you a little scythy boy? Take that! Victory is mine. And I see I'm not having the thing that I want. Where is it? Point downwards. There. That is how you show disrespect. Just point down at him. I always liked the point down gesture from Dark Souls 3 more than the one in this. With that one, you just stick your arm straight out at a downward angle. But with this one, you're just bouncing your finger. What good is it if you ain't pointing in a straight line? That is my question for you this day. Anywho, he's dead. And now there is another NPC invader that I need to deal with before I go doing another thing that I want to do. I got a lot of things that I want to do in this episode. I'm not sure if I'll actually get through them all. Well, since it's nighttime, I might as well do this dude. You heard me right, Knights Cavalry. I'm gonna do you, and I'm gonna do you good. I might just do you dirty. How you like that? Oh, you and your horse with that hip check. Yeah. Well, how about you hip check a little bit of these glintstone stars? I'll bet you'll have fun doing some of that now, won't ya? Yeah, you like getting glintstone stars, don't ya? Come on, bitch boy. What you got inside that armor? You ain't got shit. And ha-ha! Gotcha, bitch! Poke. And that were quite a vicious poke indeed. Ow. And oh, I was early. I'll be fine as long as I don't sit here trying to parry everything he does. Even though many of his attacks can and probably should be parried, I always mess that one up. Take that, bitch! Now I'm gonna not try to parry that one. I'm gonna roll over this way, and then you're gonna swing like that, and then I tried but failed. Failure is my middle name. Yes, my name is Lawrence Failure McGraw. I bet you didn't know that little tidbit about me. Come on, bitch boy. You got your horse. I'm fighting you on foot. You think you better killing me because you got a big scary looking horse with a black shroud on its face. All that means is you're a shitty little edgelord. Oh, even if I was in the right spot to parry that hit, my parry was too early. I would have had my arm sliced off. Ha, stupid, I'm not over there. But I am over here. Come on, don't you go prancing past me on your little pony. Well, fine, if you're gonna play like that, I'm gonna play like this. There you go. And victory is mine. Enemy fell. He felded, and I got a repeating thrust out of him. Now, let me just check real quick. I don't know if there's a spirit spring I can jump into at the base of this bridge, because the place I'm trying to get to is down under this bridge, and it does not look like there is. Well, back to the side of grace then. And I should probably use up these runes I got before I go down there, because that NPC invader that's going to show up in there, assuming I haven't already blown that by defeating Margit, is going to be rather tough. At least I think he is. He usually gives me a hard time if I go there pretty early, but I have taken the time to beef myself up this time around. We'll see. Passing under the bridge, you can see some dudes hanging from ropes. That's always a good sign. And like I was saying, dudes on ropes. They don't like staying on those ropes, though. And fuck off, would ya? I'm trying to stop your friends from getting back up after I have killed them because they are skeletons. And I really like the way they handled the skeletons in this game. Hit them before they can get back up to finish them off. Rather than in the Dark Souls games where you gotta either use a divine weapon or kill them twice, or kill the necromancer that they're tied to. That were a pain in the ass, and divine weapons weren't usually quite so good in them games unless you were a faith build, which I usually am a faith build, but not this time around. Like I keep on saying, I want to be a magic knight. A knight who uses magic. Well, I got forced off of me horse, which means that NPC invader's about to show up. Here's a cave that I can't go into because Bloody Finger Narius is here to throw a wrench into me plans. And there he is, running at me in the river. How about you take some of these, Mr. Narius? Choke on me stars. And, oh yeah, you and those double bleedy daggers, you are quite an asshole. But at least I don't have to fight you by myself. I got Bloody Fingerhunter Yura showing up to help me out. Hey, who do you think you are drinking your Kool-Aid in front of me? That's just rude. Now, I could really use the help from Yura showing up here any second now. Yura, where the fuck are you? There you are. Alright, come on, get over here and grab his attention for me so I can end up avoiding having this bleed happen. Yeah, you got that cess blood going. You also got glintstone stars pouring into your back. And boom, bitch! Victory! And I got one of your daggers. And now that he is dead, Bloody Fingerhunter Yura has returned to his world. And we should run into him in his flesh and blood right up here. Unless I gotta reload the area before he pops in. Oh, there he is. What up, bitch? You got a weird looking hat on.
Just joining the fray. Tarnished.
Yep.
Well, you fought Narius and survived. That alone deserves commendation.
Good to know.
Hunter of bloody fingers, tarnished, held in thrall by cessblood. Zealots, who stalk their own. You stay the path. You're certain to face more of them. Just remember, no kinship with their ilk remains. Their madness precludes it.
Okay, then.
Don't let your emotions stay your blade.
Oh, don't worry. I have no problem killing my own kind. They're mostly assholes anyway.
One last word of warning. Stay clear of Agil Lake. A great dragon roosts there, and it's as fearsome as it is majestic. So, unless you're mad, or wish to be burned alive, stay clear of the lake.
Well, I'll keep that in mind.
Be on your way. Perhaps we will meet again. If fate permits.
Alright, then.
Be on your way.
Yeah, I'll be on my way. And maybe we will meet again, because fate will indeed permit it, because I know where you spawn next. And I will go see him after I deal with that cave back here, because there is another character who a lot of people who've played the Souls games will recognize. And oh, you will recognize him if you've played the games before, trust me, you will. I don't know why I need to hammer this point in. You are going to recognize this bastard! He is indeed a bastard, but he's a bastard that you can't help but love. A very lovable bastard this bastard be. To some people, anyway. Most people would just split him in half right as soon as they see him, because they know what sort of bastard he is. Now let's go deal with this bastard, shall we? And first I need to get you out of my way. Get all y'alls out of my way. And then there should be a couple more of y'alls in this room. Come on, bitch. Yeah, that's what I was avoiding. I remembered one of you likes to throw a jar of poisoned feces at me. At least I think that's what that is. That looked very fecal, that stuff that exploded out of your jar. Now, let's just have y'all get dead. I'm gonna take this thing. It's a mushroom. A very shroomy mush it be. Because that is the best kind of mushroom. I don't want no shroom if it ain't mushy. And now here we are in the room where we will soon meet a familiar face. First I gotta open this, take the stuff.
Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings.
Yes, I did.
You scheming little thief.
There you are.
Gods demand repentance. Cough up your coin. All of it.
I'd rather not. And besides, I don't have any coin. I have some runes, but those are mine. Yeah, look at you spraying your filth. Patches. You trusty bastard. You unbreakable. You hyena. You untethered. You patches.
Wait, please. I surrender. White flag and all.
Very well. I won't kill you.
Well, finally come round, have you?
Yep,
I knew you would. You're a man of reason. Through and through.
indeed I am.
Well, what do you know? You're tarnished, like me. Now, how did I get that wrong?
Because you're an idiot.
I took you for a demi-human or some such. An innocent mistake, I assure you. Well, water under the bridge. Now we're squared up. How about we play nice from now on?
I don't think so. Except I do. Forgive and forget.
True man of reason. Just what I like about you. I'm Patches. Patches the untethered. Tarnished like you, only free-spirited. Nomadic, you might say. Only for now, those retired soldiers turned bandits. They're paying for my gruel. In exchange for my, well, showing them the ropes. But honestly, looting racket is bloody terrifying.
Yeah, you run into some dangerous people.
I'm ready to wash my hands clean. Maybe set up a legitimate shop. So don't be a stranger. I'll be ready to wheel and deal come next time.
Is that a Dark Souls 2 reference? Wheel and deal. Gavlon wheel, Gavlon deal.
Don't forget to pop back for another visit, friend. I'll be ready to wheel and deal come next time.
Yeah. And that is exactly what we will do. We'll leave out of here, sit down at the Grace, and then that should reset the place, which will make him start selling me things. You know, this would be a good spot to use one of these. Okay, I was hoping that would hit all three of you, but whatever. There you go. You can get some real good use out of that spell in Stormveil, because there's a lot of dudes in a certain place that come rushing at you all at once, and they happen to line up in a very helpful manner. Anyway, let's see what you got.
Nice of you to draw a bit
Yeah.
ad hoc, but I'm sure you'll find something.
Yeah, sell me stuff.
Welcome to Patch's Emporium.
Good, now sell me stuff.
I need a refund, because everything's top notch.
You gonna sell me stuff or what? Yeah, you got a foot, daggers, Margit's shackle, which would have made the battle with Margit a bit easier. But I didn't need it. That's for schoolgirls. Fighting them straight up. Now that's a way with some chest hairs on it. Yeah, I'll take that from ya. And yeah, you ain't got much else that I want or could afford. About the bandits?
Yeah, I had those bandits make a clean break. Now they're all suppliers. And good ones at that. I mean, they don't understand a word I'm saying, but it hardly matters. We have a natural connection. They're all foot soldiers, survivors of a defeated army, worked to the bone by their high and mighty lord, only to be thrown out with the rubbish. It's the same old story everywhere I go. To hell with it all.
And that chest over there.
Wondering what's inside the treasure chest.
Yes, I am.
Well, it's nothing too special. Just something I'm saving as thanks for a very valuable customer. But then again, it would fetch some spectacular coin. And besides, this valuable customer could be a long time coming. Huh? Everything is give and take. Give and take.
Well
Cheers
then.
for that.
Yeah, cheers for that. I'm gonna see what's in the chest. Oop, that's the wrong button. And this chest contains a cloud of smoke.
Well, well, well. I should have known, you skinny little thief. The gods demand vengeance. Vengeance!
Well, I guess he's still mad about me taking those shitty clothes he had in that chest to begin with. Now, where's this gonna drop me? Ah, out here next to a really, really big bear, of course. And then there's another one. Well, that's a great place to be put. Could this be a ill-omened creature? Yes, it is. A lot of people really don't like these bears, and for good reason. They are very annoying to fight. And I found me a nice little map. Yep. You know what? I think I can take you, Mr. Barrington. Ow. That do be a big bear, and he's got some big, meaty claws. That's for damn sure. And power stab. Alright, let's get up and put one in your brain. There you are. I may be perfectly capable of defeating them, but that doesn't make them any less annoying to fight. Alright, yep. I rolled early on that. That one's my fault. And yeah, you do that. Can't hardly hit a man when he's underneath you, can you? Big poke. And now here's the really big poke. And I'll just put you down. Ow. Pain. You know how to slap a man, that's for damn sure. And now, let's just cut you down. There you go, big meaty bear. And it's dead. Got your bone, your blood, and a lump of your flesh. Now let's see exactly where we are. Ah, we are very close to another place that I wanted to be. We'll go and ask Patches what the hell is going on with that treasure chest in a minute. But first, I want to kill you, and then there's another dude not too far from here that I'd like to meet. But of course, I can't be having these demi-humans following me there. That would make things a little bit of a pain in the ass. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, you know how to hit me once or twice, but you don't know how to make it hurt very good now, do ya? Now then, if we just go along this road here, we should... I trust you might have heard that howl. That's what we're looking for. Ah, here we go. This is where he would be. Yep. That's what we want. That dude up there. Can't do anything with him just yet. Also, I can't fast travel at the moment because I opened that chest. I need to rest at a site of grace before it'll let me go fast traveling. But there is a site of grace over this way. So we'll just hit that, and then we'll go ask Patches what the hell he was doing, and then we'll do what we need to do to talk to Howly Man up there. You surprised to see me, boy?
Oh, Ryan, you're alive. Oh, you had me proper scared, puffing away in a flash like that. Well, maybe it's a sign to keep your mitts off what's not rightly yours, hmm? I'll forgive you. View it as a learning experience. At any rate, it's just nice to see you safe. Oh, don't miss all the bargains here at Patches Emporium.
Yeah.
Cheers for that.
And there's also one more thing we can do with Patches that'll get us another gesture. There you go.
Have it your way. You'll get what's coming. Don't go thinking I'm a soft touch.
Oh, I won't think nothing. Ow. We gotta take some damage here, but not take all of the damage. You kicky little bastard. Come on, poke me again. That ain't a poke. That's a poke.
Chance to surrender, mate. Grovel. I'll forgive you.
Yeah. That's what we need. And I'm going to stick that. Yeah, there it is. We'll put that on there, and then we need to buy a moment of time so that we can actually use it without getting poked. Don't you kick my shield. Why you gotta be all kicky like that? Now then, you are on the ground, and I'm going to do a bit of this.
Okay. I can see you mean it.
Yeah.
Consider it water under the bridge.
All right.
A momentary lapse of judgment. All's well, as you know.
All right. So sometimes he has a bit of compassion himself. Can't quite bring himself to kill me, just like I can't quite bring myself to kill him. Now then, let's go back to the Merchant Kale, because he's got something for me that we need to go and deal with Howly Man back in the Mistwood. Yes, there you are.
Wait, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Well, you're back. Care to buy something?
Yeah, now give me stuff. I want some stuff.
The howl of a wolf in the Mistwood.
Yeah, a wolf in the
I
woods.
suppose
Strange,
he
isn't it?
must still be skulking about. I know. Why not meet him for yourself? Next time you hear the wolf's howl, make this signal right under the source. Don't fret. There is nothing to fear. I just have an inkling the two of you might hit it off.
Alright. And now that we have that gesture, we'll be able to go talk to the Howly Man back there. Awoo, he says. Yeah, I'ma talk to you, but first, there's another bear in here, and also a couple of treasure chests I want to get. And I'd also like to not have my conversation interrupted by big meaty claws crashing into my face. Yeah, there you are. For a second, I was starting to think that you weren't spawning in because of things I was about to do. But this game don't work like that, but it does work by having you shove your head into the ground so that I can't get that damn critical hit off on you. Funny how things work that way now, isn't it, Mr. Rune Bear? Yep, there you go. Stick them claws in the ground, slap me round, why don't ya? I like being slapped. It feels good. Alright, you do that, I do this, you fall down, and I stab you in the brain. Now I need a little stamina, there we go. Rip you open, nice and easy. Alright, you're about to go down. You're going for the bear hug, aren't you? No, you're not. That's a big old meaty pounding. Alright, good, you're dead. Give me your blood and bones. Except I didn't get no bones, just his blood and a bit of meat. I got some meat. And now in here we got a treasure chest. I forget what's in it. I think it's a talisman. Yes, it is a talisman. The axe talisman, which I actually will get some use out of. It enhances me charged attacks. And I do be using those quite a bit. Now then, let's go talk to Wolfman. He's up on top of the tower, howling at the non-existent moon that actually does exist, and it just ain't out right now because it's daylight. But now that we come over here, we just give a quick snap of the fingers. Snap goes the fingers. There you are.
Who goes there?
I am man.
Ever the bloody busybody.
You are tall.
Maybe to him you don't seem so strange. The name's Blithe. I'm looking for a man who goes by Darrowell. He fled somewhere nearby. Or so I've heard. Come and tell me if you find him before I do.
Oh,
I can
don't you
offer
worry.
ample reward.
Well, I'm not going to tell you when I find him. I'm actually going to kill him and then tell you.
Darrowell is nothing but a traitor, and in need of a fitting end to his tale.
That all you have to
Darrowell
say?
is nothing but and in need
Yep,
of a
Darwill's an asshole. Got it. Now, in the last episode, I pointed out that we were close to a boss who was right around here. That boss is Darwill, and that's the dude I wanted to talk to before I went after him. Because talking to Blithe there before you go after Darwill will get you a neat little reward out of it. Nothing too terribly useful, but it's a reward nonetheless, and I want to buy a few spells while I have the stuff. I spy with my little eye a sight of grace closer to the guy that I want to be to that I didn't realize was there before. That is a thing that I found. Yay! Now, let's get it going. Darwill is just at the top of this hill, And now that we've talked to Blithe, we can summon him in to help with the fight, but I prefer to fight my battles on my own. I ain't no little pansy who needs the help of a big, strong wolf man. I'm more than capable of taking on a Bloodhound Night in single combat. I think. I hope. And look, there's his summon sign. Blithe the Half-Wolf. And I don't want to summon you, I want to do this by myself. I got something to prove. Bring it on, Bloodhound Night Darrowil. You are quite fast, and you are a real asshole sometimes. But that ain't gonna stop me from beating you. Yeah, you do that, I'ma poke ya. And let's go, bitch. Bam! You can get parried too, you see. Alright. Yep, swing that sword about. I'm drinking my juice, which was kind of a bad thing to do at that moment in time, but you just got parried again, you little asshole. And now take one of these. I poke ya, I pull ya, and you slice my legs off. Probably should have seen that coming. And, okay, I thought you were about to swing at me much sooner than that. Bam! Alright, and now we got his sword, the Bloodhound's Fang. It's a very cool sword. Lets you do all sorts of crazy moves. And look, there's Blithe. Hey, sorry I didn't tell you about Darrowil. I just wanted to kill him myself, you know. The thrill of battle and all that.
Right. There you are. Had to work for it, but it's done. Don't say I'm not a man of my word. Here's your prize.
And Somber Smithing Stone 2.
Oh yes. I should say, if you venture north to Rea Lucaria and come across a venerable blacksmith who's a little on the large side, tell him I sent you, and he'll be sure to treat you right.
Okay.
I reckon.
Anything else to
That's
say?
enough chit-chat for now. It's time we parted ways.
Or is it?
That's enough chit-chat for now. It's time we parted ways.
But I don't want to part ways. Look at you. You're all half wolfy and cool. I'm just an ordinary little human boy. That's who I am. Anyway, we've met Blithe, we've dealt with Darrowil, and we've met with Patches. And now there's 2 more bosses that I want to take care of in this episode. One of which being that dragon we mentioned back in the lake. And then another one who's in another Everjail over here on Stormhill. And I'll go do that because there ain't much problems leading up to him. There is a lot of sheep here. Good place to go hunting if you're in need of some thin beast bones. But I am not in need of thin beast bones because I don't need to craft an ass load of arrows. Did I just hear twinklies? I'm hearing twinkly sounds. That, oh, it's just that thing over there. I don't need a Healy flask refill. I was hoping for a Asho War. But no, you're just one of those Crimson Tier bugs, ain't ya? I can tell because you got a red ball underneath you. Anyway, let's see what we're dealing with here. And it be a Crucible Knight. These dudes can be a real pain in the ass. Unless, of course, you are very good at parrying them, which I just happen to be. I say after failing 3 times in a row to get a parry off. He ain't so bad just yet, but once you get him into phase 2, he starts covering his openings a lot better. You'll see what I mean. Yep. Come on, bitch. Don't you go stomping on me. Oh, there's that shield ram that I'd like to watch out for. Boom, bitch. Come on, boy. You think you can get me? You just a Crucible Knight. I am soon to be the Elden Lord, and I'm a bit of a fledgling magic knight, but I don't need magic to deal with the likes of you. I just need to get some good parries off is all. And there's that shield. Parry that. That one swing there is like absurdly easy to parry, I've noticed. Now, up. We have entered phase 2. You got your wings, you can fly around now, and then you start doing a really annoying move that you ain't doing just yet, that you like to do every 2 seconds at every possible opportunity. There's that move. You get so fewer openings now that he can use that tail, but it's hard for him to cover for his openings when you fucking parry him. But he ain't doing the things that I like to parry now, is he? Except there's one right now. And big poke. There's that tail again. Yeah, when I did my first playthrough, I didn't do much parrying, so I really struggled with the first Crucible Knight I encountered, and I got good at jumping over that attack, and the way that I would do it was I was so cautious, trying to bait out a certain attack that I knew how to punish, which, yep, he ain't doing. I'll show you what the method I was using when I was too afraid to even try parrying. Yep, there's the double tail swipe. That's one thing. I'd go in and take one hit at him after doing that. And now, the big one that I could actually guarantee the punish on was this. After that, I go in, get a couple hits, and then I'd back the fuck away because I was too scared of this guy. And, well, not this particular Crucible Knight. The first one I encountered on my very first playthrough was the one in Limgrave Castle, who shows up along the side of a misbegotten warrior, which is a hell of a place to go encountering a Crucible Knight on. But hey, it was my first experience. I didn't know this dude was here. And I have gotten so much better at dealing with him. And now you're doing your flying stab again. Now are you about to do your big tail swipe? No, you are not. Parried! Gerstab! It's just a game of parries. Dealing with this guy now that I know that. Big poke right through your chest. And here's another big poke. Okay, I thought that was gonna finish you, but that finished you right there. Booyah, motherfucker. And now I got that tail spell that he was using, which is an incantation, which goes by faith, which I don't plan on putting any levels in at all with this character. Here we are at the Seaside Ruins site of grace. The reason we're here is because bloody Fingerhunter Yura should be right here. And I didn't want those butterflies. I wanted to talk to him, but fine.
I give you fair warning.
About what?
Stay clear of a Geel Lake and known Dragon Roost.
Uh-huh.
Be a fool. Turn back before it's too late.
Dude, I'm gonna slay that dragon.
Don't be a fool. Turn back before it's too late.
What is bravery without a dash of foolery? Let's go face that dragon. I know very well how dangerous they can be, and I also know very well how to deal with them. They aren't very hard to deal with, whether you be fighting them on horseback or on foot. Personally, I like fighting them on foot. That's just the way I am. Horseback battle is a viable option too, if you're too scared to, well, fight them the regular way you would any other Dark Souls sort of bouse. But now, The time has come to face the dragon. And you will be popping up. There you are, swooping down like a bat out of hell. Ow. Why you gotta go stepping on me with your wing like that? Come on, bitch. Now, yeah, you're about to do the slam, and there's poison mist here. Great. That doesn't count. That asshole thing decided to spray its goop on me, and that distracted me. And, oh, I wanted to poke you in the schnoz, but you moved your face too fast. Bam! I'll cut you real good. Yep, and that's what I want to back away from. Sprint backwards to avoid that. And now I can charge on in. That's the way to do it. And, yep, just move to the side, and you're good. Get all up under him, chop that chin open. Here comes the stomp, and a chop to the face again. Come on, bitch. Quit moving your face around. That's what I want to hit. Now when you do this, you run to the left. Ha! Your sweepy fire breath didn't do shit, flying dragon Agil. And now you're doing that move, which I don't see too often. But every once in a while, yep, you're doing the thing I gotta run away from. There we are. We're good. Now charge in and maybe move to the side. Yep, there we go. It's all about moving in the right direction with these guys. And there we go. I'm chopping your face up. And alright. One of these times I'm gonna break your damn stance. And then I'll be able to stab you in the eye real good. And there you go. How many more hits to the chin can one flying dragon take? What you doing over there? The battle is over here. And now you're swiping at me with your wing. But there you go. Come on, bitch boy. And what are you doing? You about to stomp? Yeah, you're a stompy little lad, ain't ya? You like them stomps, don't ya? You got the stompy going. Listening to all that stomp, all those dudes banging off trash cans, and those that was for some reason insanely popular in the early 2000s. People back then had no taste, I tell you. No taste at all. Now let me knock you down and stab you in the eye. Uh-oh, that's a rock. Ow. I got screwed over by a fucking rock. It happens to the best of us. Now as long as I don't run into another goddamn boulder, I'll be fine. Now let's go, mister. Yep, there's you swinging your head around like an angry little bastard. You are quite angry, but you ain't quite so little, so you have no right to be the kind of bastard that you're being. And let me get that head. Give me that head. Give me that head. I want that head. Ooh, what's this? Roa fruit and herba. That's great. Guess that was one of the dudes you landed on. But whatever. I ain't focusing on them. I'm focusing on trying to kill you. That's what I want. That's what I want to do. I want to come and kill you. Oh, why you gotta fly like that? Here comes the slammy whammy. And I'm gonna chop you in the chin again. You got those chin chops going. And that's the way to do it. And that's how you miss the final blow. And that is how you slay a fucking dragon in Elden Ring. Great enemy, my ass. He weren't so great, although he was an enemy. And now I got the runes and I got his heart. And now let's go see what Yura has to say about me killing a dragon. He called me a fool, and I showed him that he be the real fool for fearing such a pathetic beast.
Beautiful work. Felling that dragon.
Ah, 'twas nothing.
Such. There's something you might like to know. The heart you brought back. It's used in dragon communion. If you
Indeed.
should find yourself overcome by hunger for the heart, yearning for its strength, then seek the decrepit church on the little island off the western coast.
That is another thing that I wanted to do in this episode, but I am running short on time for that.
You must not forget, though, those who partake in Dragon Communion will one day shed their humanity, their hunger for Dragon, their yearning only worsens until the floodgates burst, unleashing eternal torment, the strength of a mighty dragon. Magnificent, but deadly.
Indeed.
It's no surprise that Dragon Communion is ruinous.
Yep.
You must not forget, though, those who
Yeah,
partake
you're just
hunger
repeating
for
that.
the strength. It's no surprise.
Now then, that decrepit church off that island is over here, and the way to get there leads through a cave along the beach on the coast. A cave that we have heard about from another NPC in the previous episode, and that is a cave we will go through in the next episode, because I'm all out of time for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'm going to see you again in the next one. Goodbye.